You think that we're in the high desert with wide open skies, aircraft companies everywhere that can fly a drone anywhere. You really think you could fly a drone anywhere? You want to catch a cheater, a spouse, or a shady neighbor? Think again. You're not just looking for evidence. When you fly a drone, you might be looking at a $50,000 fine and a stalking case instead. I'm Cynthia Sears with Austin Investigations, and today we're busting the myths about California drone laws. Um, we live in a unique area between the aerospace giants and here in Palmdale, and our vast landscape of people really do get confused here. And they think airspace belongs to the big guys like the government and the major uh, companies that are out here. But the major change in the California law, it was the AB 856, just brought those privacy laws right into our neighbor's fence line. Okay? And let me tell you a story about Desert Dave. He's a married man that got a divorce, and his wife bought her own home, and he knew that she was hiding assets in the backyard, so he decided to take a drone and find out where she's hiding these assets and prove that she's putting things in her backyard, hiding them for their divorce case. And so he hovered this drone right over the swimming pool that she had and got a whole bunch of great stuff on that video, but except for one thing is because Dave didn't realize the moment his drone crossed over that property line, uh, and taking pictures of the private activity that was going on, he was no longer a do-it-yourself investigator anymore. Because the deputies knocked on his doors and he was now a statutory trespasser. Well, Dave's evidence was thrown out of court, um, and he ended up having to pay triple the damages that because of what he did. Um, so instead of him getting a massive win, he got a massive debt from that. So, at as Austin Investigations, we take a hard stand on illegal surveillance, because illegal surveillance, it's not just a surveillance, it becomes a liability. And if your investigator is promising you aerial shots of a private backyard, he's not doing you any favors. Um, he's leaning you towards a lawsuit. So, the California Civil Code, which is 1708.8, in case you want to check for yourself, the naked eye rule is if I could see whatever it is from the public sidewalk, even inside your house, if your windows curtains are open, if I can see from the public sidewalk or from my car with my own eyes, it's usually fair game. I can take video all I want, but this moment you use a drone to peek over a privacy fence where someone has a reasonable expectation of privacy, you violated the law. The price tag is pretty high. We aren't talking about a slap on the wrist like you get if you steal something at the store. Civil fines range from $5,000 to $50,000 per violation. That means if you've got pictures on your drone from two different times, that's two different violations. Plus, you could be liable for 3 times the damages. So the client risk here, and this is the big one, even if you hire a private investigator to do that, if they're willing to do that, is if a private investigator does that for you, not only do they get fined but you get fined too. You can get sued right along with them. So don't do, don't let any drone crash your legal cases, okay? It's not worth it. Whether it's a domestic issue or a business dispute that you have, um, you need evidence that actually holds up in the California court. And if you're thinking of hiring an investigator, or if you've already started monitoring someone yourself, you better stop because actually, you're asking for trouble. You know, you need to call us first, is what I'm trying to tell you, because we know the high desert, and more importantly, we know the law. I'm Cynthia Sears. I'm at Austin Investigations. We get the truth the right way. And visit our website, check us out. My phone number should be down below. And I want you to stay safe, stay legal, and keep those drones out of your neighbor's yard.